seconds. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You are now live in the YouTube segment. Just a moment. The YouTube segment of the Optimal You. Yes, and we are here this morning to have a wonderful conversation with you. I have some early birds, Good morning, Garcia Ricketts. Good morning, Adeline. Good to have you early, bright and early. I love it. I love the excitement. So, guys, today we want to look at the whole back to school matter. Yeah, because a lot of parents struggle. I invited a guest to join me, and she said to me, "Boy, Minister, this is something that I need to hear. I don't think I can really join because I need to know some things." And I said, "Oh, wow, mercy me. It's a critical situation." But you're tuning to the Optimal You right here on Higher Ground Gospel Radio. This is our YouTube segment where we chit chat with individuals from time to time on different matters. Today, it is about financial wellness. And so we want to talk about the whole matter of lunch, breakfast. And some persons say, "But I don't do breakfast." But let's listen in now and hear what these other persons have to say. Now, I have two lovely ladies. One of them become a staple. She's my girl. So when I lay my hands on her through the spirit, she said, "Yes, oh Lord, I will obey." One of them is my star. Yes, sir. When me lay my hand on she said, "Coach." I say, "Yes." And so on and so forth. So you have one is my hero and one say coach. And so we have to work it. You have to get people like those in your space. You understand? So I'm gonna invite them up this morning, right? And there's another guest coming. I've not seen the other guest yet, but I'm gonna invite them one at a time, and they're gonna be telling us their name and how many children they have to be taken care of, hmm and such, and their name, church, their from the world, how many children they have. So my question, good morning.
Good morning,
Oh
everyone.
my, why am I not hearing my guest? Go again, my guest. I'm not hearing you at all.
Are you hearing me now?
Oh, trouble in the world, trouble, trouble. All right, hold on because I don't know what's going on. Speak again, my guest.
I'm here. I'm hearing you.
Oh, I hearing you loud and clear.
Oh,
Beautiful.
great. Hi, everyone. My name is Jodian Campbell Bennett. I am from Faith Assembly of God in Fort Moore. I have three children who currently going to school.
All right, and I'm going to invite my next guest up now. I hope she's ready for me, because I see like she shifted her camera, but look what me on her today. So this is my Aaron. So I introduce him to them. This is my Aaron. So here comes my star. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name. Tell us where you're from, and tell us how many children you have and going to school and all the lovely things.
Okay, my name is Earlet Shepherd. I am from Belize today. I go to Dunamis Church and I have three kids. One is working and two is attending primary school.
I said, Bryson Big. What should I try to say to me? But one is working. What is
He's
this?
18 now.
Okay. Close your mouth. I am. Right. So, guys, we are here this morning to talk. What is saying to me? See ya? What am I 18? Anyway, so this morning we want to talk about the matter of breakfast. Now, let me tell you something. These two ladies are ladies I know that cook food and look after things. And even their spouses, well, not early spouse don't like the stove. But Jody's supposed to be like the stove. No, Earlette is a chef. Let me all put that out there. She's a chef. So some of the things that she will tell you, please, people, don't feel too stressed because she's a chef. Okay? She's a what? A chef. You understand? All know she's supposed to help me to start my sourdough. And I know she don't help me, but she keeps sending me link every minute. I don't want a link. But we want to talk about back to school. So I want to ask the question. My first question to you, ladies. Let me find my stuff because this is a very serious, serious matter. This whole matter of lunch, because a lot of persons struggle with what to find, what to give the children. What does a typical morning breakfast look like in your home? Anybody can take that first. What does a typical morning breakfast look like? She said, "You go, Jody."
Okay, early. Typical morning breakfast would be like an egg sandwich, or cereal, or ramen noodles.
All right. Earls.
Okay, so a typical breakfast for me would be homemade waffle or pancake. That's what my daughter love. And right now, my husband and I is on a healthy journey. So I gave him almond flour waffle sandwich this morning. And my son doesn't eat in the morning. So it's just between me, my husband and my daughter. So
Okay.
that's what I basically do. Whatever she likes, I try to do that. And my husband, he's not picky. Anything I give him, he's gonna eat.
So your daughter, what you try to do is give your daughter what she wants. Can I tell the people that Danae is spoiled? I'm just putting that out there. Right. So let us continue the discussion. I remember people, this lady is a chef, so when she's talking about waffle and these things, don't worry yourself. Don't be too perturbed. But this is what she does. And it's important to use your skills and ability to what you know how to do to give your children and be creative. My daughter used to love porridge, and that's a long time ago, okay? So she used to love porridge. And what I used to do, I used to use the coloring to like write things in the porridge, to make it look exciting, and she would walk that off in minutes. Yeah. So, do you include cultural things, um traditional foods in your breakfast for your kids, for your children? Let me use the word children. For your children, do Jamaican breakfast is like ackee and saltfish, boiled banana dumpling, and all these things. Them heavy something. Do you do traditional breakfast for your children at any point?
Not for school mornings. That is it for me. Not on a school morning. So like on weekends, yes, they will have that on weekends, but not on a school morning because they get up early and they are not going to eat a whole lot of food in the morning. So whatever is light and easy, that is what I will go for.
Mm, okay. So tell me now. So as it relates to Earlet, is there any traditional meals that you normally do in the morning for your children? At
For
least for
us, I
Danny,
think
Danny is the only one.
traditional traditional meal for us would just probably be there's a thing I don't know, well, we call it Johnny cake. And if I would ball them off from the night, put them in a pan. But no, like I say, I just give my daughter what she likes, and if I bake that, then I'm gonna eat it, and I'm trying to lose back some weight. So
And for the benefit of the listeners, Johnny cake for them is bigger than our Johnny cake. Our Johnny cake is small, fried dumplings, but their Johnny cake is big, like the round bread that we used to buy.
yes, because I think our one we bake it and we put some whole and we bake it in the oven with coconut milk rich up.
Yeah, just like how the round bread that we would buy, but our Johnny cake is smaller. Good morning, Sonia. So let me ask you now, how do you keep breakfast and lunch kits healthy and appealing so that your children actually eat what you pack?
All right. Let me All right, so I'll go. So for me, my daughter loves mangoes. So they're going to be some morning. I'm just going to give her mango and apple, and if we have grapes, because those are a little expensive. If we have grapes, stuff like that. So or watermelon, but I have to take the seed out. She doesn't eat banana because to the middle of the banana has some black thing, and she thinks it's seed. So I would do that for her and let her take that to school. And that's what and for my husband last week we did loan fruits and we did loan fruits. We only had 2 days out of the week that we actually ate food. We ate and the rest of the week we did breakfast was fruits, lunch was fruit.
So when you give Danny the fruits for breakfast, because she's the only person, only child that have breakfast in your house. What about lunch? That's all you pack in the lunch kit, just the fruits, and she's good.
So I go to school, I don't work. So I go to school to feed my kids. So she would either take the fruits and then I would take lunch for them. And for lunch, last week lunch I was Subway. I did Subway. I did I think it was mostly Subway last week. It was either teriyaki chicken or tuna and ham, stuff like that I would take for her.
Mm-hmm. And Chris would have the same thing lunchtime too. Wonderful,
Yes,
wonderful.
yes.
Joe, what do you pack for lunch?
Well, for lunch for my children, I don't pack lunch. They normally get lunch at school. So
Mm-hmm.
it's normally snacks that is packed in the morning. So regular snacks is packed. You have specific days that they carry fruits. That's called fruit days. So possibly on a Tuesday, depends on the grade. Possibly on a Tuesday would be a fruit day. So no traditional snacks, biscuits or anything, nothing like that. It's just fruits that they carry to school. Definitely water and juice. So that is what their lunch kit would look like. And they purchase lunch from school. So whatever is on the menu for that day at school, that is what they would.
So is it juice box or is it homemade juice?
It is both. So it depends. So a lot of times it is the juice box that they will carry, but we also do homemade juice. So whether it is that we're going to get some June plum, it depends on whatever fruit is in season. So carrot, June plum, whatever it is, blend up, make the juice, and they carry it to school.
Okay, okay. Earlier, you want to say something?
For I try for me, I found out that Danielle love when you peel a pineapple and you take the skin and you let it ferment for a day. She loved that. So that's what I've been doing for her for juice. Just and with no sugar, she just drink it like that. And like I said last week too, we also did green juice. My husband and I did green juice. I did beets for him and stuff like that. If the kids drink it, they drink it. And sometimes I just let them drink water.
Lovely. But one of the struggles that a lot of parents have is planning. Do you plan your meals? Do you plan what you said this week? We're gonna plan on this tomorrow from last night. You decide what you're gonna give them today. Decide from tonight what they're gonna pack in their lunch kit tomorrow, or what you're gonna do for breakfast tomorrow. Do you do that?
Well, mostly it would be for breakfast because it's early morning, so you don't want to have too much things to be doing, much less to be thinking about what it is that you're going to do in the morning. So you have the stuff ready to say, all right, this is what we're going to do tomorrow morning for breakfast. So it is easy and go. As for their snacks, they pack their lunch kits. Well, my son is older now; he doesn't carry lunch kits. he's not going to he's not going to high school, so he's not going to carry any snacks. But when he was in preschool, then they pack their lunch kit. So whatever snacks are there, they're there, and they choose what they want for the morning. Put it in their lunch kit with their water and the juice, and they go to school. I don't pack it. I allow them to do that.
Yes, bro. Hold on a minute. So for those who are jumping on, who have jumped on via the YouTube, or those who are on WhatsApp, if you have any questions for my guests, feel free to throw the questions up in a man. Feel free to throw the questions up. Let me ask them for you, because I said persons were saying that they have concerns, they have struggles, right? Erlet, do you make juice or do you do juice box?
Well, I make juice. I make juice, and I noticed that I kinda tell my husband not to bring too much snacks home because, I really want my kids to live a more healthier life than what I lived. So I noticed that he brought some chips like Lace chips and Doritos. And so um I noticed that Dani didn't take any this morning. I just gave her like a little $2. So if she wanted to get anything at school, she can purchase it. But to say actually pack like a snack box for her every time, no.
Okay, okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. Um, so let's say you're doing a quick breakfast. Like say you woke up late and you're doing a quick breakfast. Give us an idea of what a quick breakfast looks like.
Okay, for me, a quick breakfast, I always have pancake mix in the fridge. So that's it's already mixed in the fridge, and all I have to do is take it out and put it in the, either pancake I would do or waffle. It's the same batter.
Mm.
And that would be the quickest thing for me, and fry up some egg, and or just give her that with honey on top of it.
All right.
I don't know if Early called that quick, but for me, that is not quick. But a quick breakfast in my house would just be traditional Jamaican cornflakes. Just warm the water with the milk, put it in, and there you go. They're out the door. That is quick.
Well, the thing is, I don't do cornflakes. I don't do cornflakes. And or I would just tell her, get a meat pie at school if I'm really, really, really late.
For the benefit of those who are listening, the meat pie is like a cupcake, but the middle inside there is meat. So and it tastes like patty. I'm just saying, it tastes like Jamaican patties. So it's actually meat inside the little cupcake looking thing. Am I right, Erlet?
Maybe not like Jamaican patties, because Jamaican patties.
Ah, we know. But that would be just so you just pick that up at school if it's really late. All right. So Garcia Ricketts on the YouTube says tin sausage, Vienna sausage. You pour out the water, boom bang, you're ready to go. That's it. Just quick and fast. You understand? That's fast. I don't know if anybody else in the YouTube channel has anything to say on that. You just jump right in there, Open that tin, pour out that water, and here you go. Good to go. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But that is just some of the things. But for example, no, let me ask. So that is what you consider as a quick meal. Earlier, quick meal is different from Jody's quick meal, right? Mm-hmm. Right. But your children, um, if let's say your children are picky, a lot of children are picky. A lot of them have an issue. Yeah. Um, how do you make the food creative or interesting or whatever? How do you get your picky child to eat? If your child is fussy about what they want, how do you get them to eat?
I wouldn't say my children are picky. There are certain things that they don't like. And if it is that they don't like it, I'm not going to prepare it on a school morning. If it's something that I think that they need, then I'll do it on the weekend because they're going to sit around the table and eat it. But if it's on a school morning, no, I'm just going to give them what it is that I know that they.
Yeah,
But
because you don't want
in
a problem.
yes, no, we can't fight in the mornings, no. So I just give them that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Earls?
For me, my kids are not really, really picky. So that kind of would be hard for me to answer because they're not picky.
Yeah,
And
you
like
have a
just like what Jody said, I don't if they don't like it, I don't make it.
mm-mm. Any Davis in the chat says, good morning. She agree with Jody because it's the conflicts have to do it. Well, because Ernest is on a healthy path with her family, cornflakes is not in her house. But the cornflakes and the sausage, that's gonna do the thing. That's gonna do the thing. But Jody said earlier that her children would pack their own snacks, right? Does your children help with breakfast? Your son is older now, Jody. And Erlet, Chris, would Chris jump in and say, let me help, Danny?
Chris doesn't eat breakfast. So what basically happened? I'm always the first one to get up. And so I
Yeah.
do my devotion, then my husband get up, he does his devotion, then he start waking the kids. He gets Tanya ready while I'm making breakfast. And Chris gets himself ready, and he doesn't even budge to go in that kitchen because he doesn't eat in the morning because it kind of gives him a little pain in the belly.
Mhm.
So it's just like basically that nobody helps, which I would love, sometimes, but nobody helps. It's me in the kitchen bustling. At the same time, I'm getting out my meat. Well, I prepare my meat from the night before. I take it out the towel what I'm going to cook for lunch.
Mm, So really and truly planning is so important. Jody has something you want to say?
Not on a school morning. Children don't enter the kitchen on a school morning unless it is that they're coming to eat. My husband, though, since for the last year or so, he's the one that mostly does breakfast. So the only thing that I will probably do is just ensure that the stuff are here, and he is the one that prepares it.
And your children are a little older now, so they can jump around and get themselves ready and all those things.
They do get themselves ready. So the only thing we ensure is that they get up because you have to be behind them. Get
Mm.
up, go to the bathroom, come out the bathroom, and get them ready to go for the day. But yeah, they practically get themselves ready, as in to put on their clothes and stuff. You just manage. So you just look at them, ensure that everything is all together, and then get them out on time.
But planning meal is very important, isn't it? Planning the meals. Planning the meal is
Definitely.
very important.
Definitely, because as I said that you don't want the fights in the morning, and there's so many things to do because you have to get them ready by a certain time. The pickup is going to be by this time. So if it is that you don't plan what it is that you're going to do, you're going to be there standing, scratching your head. Oh Lord, what is it that I'm going to prepare? What is here? You don't know what is in the fridge. You don't know what is in the cupboard. And that is going to add to stress. You are going to be miserable, and they are going to get fussy, and it's going to be a crazy morning. So to
Uh,
avoid that, plan your meal.
Someone in the WhatsApp chat says, let me get that. Someone in the WhatsApp chat says, Lorna, she says breakfast porridge. She loves it so. I have different stuff. Or tea with bread and egg, salami, ham slice, or balome. Baloney. Right. She said some pancakes and waffles, snacks in fruit and water. She said for drinks, fruit drinks and juice, which she mostly brings back. She drinks lots of water. And she says lunch is mostly cooked food at school, as we know most of in Jamaica. That's one of the things that most schools do. They have cook lunch. In the chat, Garcia Rickett says she allows her grandson to pack his lunch kit, but she has to look in it because he will put two Oreos and other things. So she has to watch him. You understand? She has to watch him. But let me ask this question, because when we talk about what to pack, and what is not and what is this, let me ask this question. What about the cost of things? Does the cost of things affect what you pack in the lunch kit?
Definitely, because you know that the healthier snacks, they are going to be costly. So just know that. So from the get go, you have to plan. You have to balance out the things. So you have some of the less healthier snacks, and you have some of the fruits and the other things that are there, so that they can combine them. Because sometimes they do carry the snacks to school, but they also have like an apple or a banana or something like that to go along with it.
Oh,
So, balance it out, because really and truly, and I think that is why we're having issues with children eating unhealthy, because the unhealthy snacks are the cheaper ones.
it's not
Yeah,
just children. Everybody.
true, true. That is very
Things
true.
are bigger and cheaper.
True. The only thing is that I don't really have a problem with unhealthy snacks for my children, because they tend not to like them. They
No.
don't really eat it. So why my pocket always a burn? Because
Because they
you have
want
to
the healthier things.
you have to buy the ones that are a little bit more expensive
Oh my
for
God.
them, because they're not going to, don't give them cheap chip, don't give them anything like that, because it's just going to come back.
Mm-mm,
Even banana chips, it's just going to come back, or it's going to stay in the lunch kit, and you have to say you're not taking it out. Yeah.
mm-mm. Alright. In terms of the financial part of stuff, talk to me.
Okay, so for me, I live a little closer to Guatemala. And because I live so close, I would get my fruits and vegetables.
I want is so disturbing early though. Tell them to stop.
No, no, no. I
Go on,
all right,
no.
I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, oh, hey, glory. Oh, glory. I will never say anything
But
that you don't say.
yeah,
No,
So
baby.
but
So
I still find it like if like for example I got a bag of banana that was already kind of overripe today for $1. So for that I'm gonna do some muffins, some almond flour muffin. So um that could be like a snack for them, you know. So it's a bit kind of expensive in Belize, so you have to just watch what you buy and you don't buy so much so that the stuff spoil on you. So I would just buy it daily or every 2 days or something like that. But it's kind of costly too.
yeah, all right. I hope that little piece don't cause no disruption. Almighty. Right, but Garcia says she's having problems. He doesn't want the healthy stuff, and he wants to. Oh, so if it has raisin, he doesn't want it, and then he doesn't want to eat the healthy stuff. Hello, miss, you have a case on your hand, but you have to be creative though, because the truth is, even on a weekend, bake a batch of stuff, make some stuff that he likes and that will serve. You can pay me, I will make them for you. Just give me the money and I'll do it for you. You know that, right? You can pay me. Pay me and I'll make them. But it's important that we sit down and look at the finances while we think about making snacks for the children. You see what Miss Early distracting me with our expressions that you're going on with there? Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you another question as we boil things down. I asked before and I ask it again. How critical is meal planning and meal prepping? How critical is it? Is it really, really serious or is it not such a big deal?
Um, okay, I am so blessed to not work, so I am always at home, so I don't have to meal prep. If I was working, I would definitely meal prep because it saves you time and you just don't dash anything on your family. So even if you could meal prep for every 3 days or on the weekend, like season your chicken, clean the chicken, season your chicken, just do small stuff that would help you to get up early in the morning and to prepare. Like you could do the same waffle mix and just keep it in the fridge. It could last for a whole week and you just take it out and stuff like that. So and you always, even if you don't meal prep, you the night before or during the day, you think, okay, what am I going to cook tomorrow? And okay, I have everything home and you put it in order. And then you're good to go from there. But at least some somehow you have to meal prep even in your mind. So it could be easier on you.
Yeah, yeah. But even if you're home, even if you're well, if you have a deadline with time, but even if you're home, the children has to be out of the house by a certain time. So you really have to consider to how to prepare because you send them off, they have to get the bus is coming to pick them up at X time, or you're gonna drop them by X time. So even with that, you have to think about the time.
Mhm.
Jody, anything on that?
Yeah, definitely. You have to think about the time. At current, I am home now, but in going to work, then as Earlick says, you need to prep. Even if it's in your mind, think about what it is that you're going to do. Because if it is that they're going out early in the morning, you're going out right after them, and they're coming in the evening, you're coming in the evening. So it's sort of hectic. So you
Yeah.
have to have things in place because when you come in the evening, what is it that you're going to prepare for dinner? Is there something in the fridge? Is it a case where you had to stop at the supermarket before you get home to get something? So if it's even in your mind, you have to think about it because if not, it's going to be chaos.
But do we provide snacks for the children when they get home or they have to wait for dinner?
It depends. So sometimes, sometimes they get home later, depending on extracurricular activity that they may have at school. So if it is that they get home later, then it's dinner, no snacks, dinner. And if it is that they get home early, then I am blessed to have my in-laws next door. So my mother-in-law provides for them. So she always have food on hand. You know, grandmas, they
Yeah.
always have food on hand. So they're well fed.
If you say by the bell. Else,
For me, okay, the reason I'm getting distracted because I do babysitting, I cook lunch, I sell clothes. So I have a boy right beside me, and he keeps giving me this, that, that. So, but
yeah.
if Dan comes home and if she, like for example, she never took that chips today, then she can have that chip. She would ask me for something to eat, then I would just do. She would want waffle. I would do the waffle or pancake, and in the night again, if that's what she wants, that's what she's going to get.
Hmm. I like the idea of doing because right now I'm thinking about going making some pancake mix and put in a bottle. Because I don't have babies, but I have two adults who want breakfast in the morning to go to work. You understand? So I have to think about beforehand what am I going to prepare to put in those lunch bags? Breakfast and the dinners. And I'm cooking dinner. I have to think about tomorrow. Because the adult daughter is now saying she wants lunch, which was not so. All of a sudden now lunch has to be packed. And breakfast? It's stressing me out. But nonetheless, I'm thinking about. So I want to give me some instructions. So the pancake mix, we just pour that into the bottle early. Just mix it and get the consistency that we want. And we can pour it in our bottle and keep it in the fridge.
Yes. So the pancake mix, I keep it in a container. And so when I take it out early so it could thaw out and settle. Then I just stir it. If it kind of look thick, I would just add milk to it or a little bit of water to loosen it up. But I'm thinking that the store sell pancake that are already cooked. So that's what probably next week I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make them out, put them in Ziploc bag and just put them in
And
the toaster and let's go.
I mean, I think my family will want that one. But I want to try the mixed one. I hope the folks are listening. For those who have two children, three, you can mix. And I said, don't make a lot because it doesn't go over a week.
Yeah, so I would just make for this week. Like this last night, I had to make over. So this is going to last me for the rest of the week. And I
Mhm.
also put sourdough starter in mine too, just to give a nice prebiotic for the gut health.
Yeah, the same starter that I'm waiting for. Let's not get into that, people. Anyway, let us not get into that, right? But listen, Janae says, Vika, why you pressure Minister B? But let me tell you, she never used to eat, so the faster she wanted, Mrs. Hello? I will cook it, I will cook it, I will cook it. Because she's eating. I'm happy. But if you're giving advice to parents who struggle with meal prep, breakfast or lunch, what to put in the lunch kit, what recommendations would you give to these parents, whether mother or father, whomever does the packing of whoever provides for the children breakfast and lunch? What would you say to them?
Go ahead, Erla.
Okay. For me, honestly, I do follow um I do follow a book. So if I would come across a recipe on TikTok, I'm going to write that recipe and I'm going to follow those recipes to make life easier. In front of me, I have three books. I have this book that I just recently purchased. I have this book that gives me meals, and I have this other one. So this morning, I made the waffle from this one, right? So to make life easier, if you're not that type of person that knows about cooking that much, I would just suggest grabbing a healthy book that could help you. So you could flip through that book. Okay, this is what I'm going to make. Like yesterday, I make stuffed sweet potato, and that was from out of one of my books. You don't have to follow the exact recipe, but just to have an idea of what to cook. So I would say just, grab yourself a book or go on TikTok, look for something, and then you move on from there.
Love that. Yeah, love that.
All right. Well, for me, I would just advise persons know what it is that your children like. That is key. That is number one. Because you don't want to be spending on things that they are not going to eat. That is a waste of money. And therefore, probably you have to eat it or you just have to give it away. So that is one thing. What is it that they eat? Two, prepare. Think about what it is that you're going to do the next day or for the week. Um, Sometimes it is hard because the child is a picky eater, so you can't think as though you would normally put down the pancake mix for the week. The child probably eats pancake because if I give my children pancake on Monday, I can't give it to them again for the rest of the week because they're not going to eat it. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to do the pancake mix and put it down. That is how they are. So therefore, know the child. Think about the healthier snacks that you can get. One that what is it that they like. So even if it is that is just one healthy snack they like, probably you're just going to have to pull up a whole lot on that one and give it to them. Give them fruits, give them water and stuff like that. My daughter has this recipe book, as earlier was showing. It is a kids friendly recipe book and it is easy going breakfast items or snack items that you can prepare for them. And she is the one who chooses something from it for me to do. So therefore, if it is that they are involved, they are more likely going to eat what you prepare. So,
Mm-mm.
and just have the stuff on hand. So, whatever it is that they're going to pack for their snacks, then it is already healthy because you're the one that is purchasing it. So, it's there. So, you just choose from what is there.
And for the persons, let's say somebody is saying financially, I can't stock up on stuff. Financially, it's difficult for me to stock up on snacks or snack up or stock up on anything. I don't hear anybody talk about fry over dumplings, right? And I'm saying if you cook dinner yesterday and you have some dumplings left back, a long time I don't eat a dumpling enough, but you know a dumpling left back, you can cut that and you can fry that over. Fry that over. Kasi I had said that Kier loves fried dumplings. But you can eat fried dumpling too, right? If you have so for example, you can do a little sausage with baked beans. You do things like that, and nothing is wrong. As I said, what it says, know your children. And as earlier it says, use up the books, use up, because we don't know it all, you know. We don't know it all. But for the person who has challenges, man, can't make fashion get involved in go social media has so much. Jump on YouTube, jump on TikTok, jump into Mr. Google and find things that you know your children will love. And you might say, but I give it to him every day, but he loves it. He or she loves it. So if they love it, it's not you eating it. They're the ones eating it. And if that's what they ask for, then give it to them. And right now, let me say something to the parents. And I don't know what it or that can advise me about Belize. But in Jamaica, I am one that at one point I'd stopped going to the market because I just couldn't bother go to the market. But I started going back to the market a couple of months now. And I must confess, it's better you go to the market. Because when you go to the market and you get this thing at, for example, I want to give you an example. When you buy the banana from the banana man or the person selling the banana when you're on your way to work or wherever, and you're buying the banana for the child and the orange, the hand of banana, I bought a hand of banana on Saturday. And I have to buy my bananas kind of green because my family don't like when it's too ripe. So, and you know, the time is hot here. So it ripe up very quickly. So I have to cut, when I buy it, I cut it in half, put some in the fridge, and then I keep one batch out, the next batch out. But talking about your children now, the man buys a hand of banana, $400, and I got about 16 fingers for $400, right? And the man is selling his banana for $100 a finger. Look how much money that he's making. And I'm not saying you must kill the man's business, but I'm just saying go and buy the banana in the market. You get a better value. Your pineapple, 250 a pound at the moment. Go buy your pineapple, buy your melon in the market. You know what I do? One of the things I do, and I want to suggest it to you also for your children, although I don't have children, but my family eat funny. Cut up the fruits and make a fruit salad. And I don't love sweet things, but my family loves sweet things. And throw a little syrup on it. Put a little syrup over it, little strawberry syrup. It makes it exciting. It makes it, they want to eat it. Right? Do a little of that for the benefit of your children so that they will have the fruits. I don't love cantaloupe, but maybe your child loves cantaloupe. And if you put a little syrup on it. Now, if you buy the fruits and you cut it up, it goes a longer way. because it will serve now for the 2 children or the 3. Everybody get a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You understand? And it serves. So my encouragement to you as we wrap up this session is that you have to be more creative with your children. And as both guests says, one says, know your children, and the other says, get help. Get your books, go to TikTok, do your thing. Because we need our children to eat properly, and we want them to be healthy people, because it's things, diabetes is not hereditary. It's a lifestyle. So if you grew up in that environment where everybody eats poorly, you come and do the same thing with your children, they're going to have diabetes too. So it's up to you to change that for your family. Your family does not have to be a family of diabetic people because you're coming from a line of diabetic people. No, you can change that for your family, right? So my encouragement to you is do that. Ladies, thank you so much. I know that Jody waiting for the boy to start the ball, and Earlette has to go to her little boy that she's keeping. Oh, God. So I'm going to release you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Love you, love you, love you. And, I can depend on these ladies. God bless you. Have an outstanding rest of day, ladies. Listen to me, guys. Listen. Sister Kawun says, my kids loved that. Even the yam and the banana fry over. You get what I'm saying? Because not everybody have the money to do the this and the that. So you have to take your hand and turn and make fashion. You understand what I'm saying? The potato, instead of you go buy the fries, you can cut up some fries there and deep fry it for them and give them in their lunch kit with a piece of chicken for lunch, who not paying for lunch, and all these things to make it a little bit more cost effective as we try to be financially wise and to feed our children in a healthy way. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this section of the Optimal You. Tomorrow, God's willing and all things being equal, we'll be looking at mental health. We will be on YouTube. Yeah, you'll find out. God bless you. We head on over back to studio at this time. God bless. Have an outstanding rest of day.
Everybody now, get ready to be inspired with HGG Radio, your 24/7 gospel music companion in Edmonton, reaching the world. Owned and operated by Higher Ground Tabernacle Ministry, we feature a diverse range of styles from traditional hymns to contemporary hits and proudly showcase local Canadian talent. From Afro-Caribbean rhythms to inspiring programs, educational segments, and anointed and empowering announcers. Experience the full richness of gospel music. Plus, be nourished by the undiluted, rich word of God shared through powerful teachings and inspiring messages. Tune in for dynamic shows, life-changing truths, and uplifting music to boost your faith journey. Visit www.hggradio.ca, download our app, and partner with us to spread the joy. I got joy. Call us at 825-343-4486. Let the power of gospel music and the word of God fill your heart and home. HGG Radio, reaching you at the highest mountain and the lowest valley.